some people will make more of the fact now that you had an extended break, because when you perhaps if you had played more, you might not have played like that. What would you make of that argument?
Who knows? Yeah. I mean, could have lost same round last year. I was very close as well. So sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. Unfortunately, obviously I rarely lose matches, having no chances, and I had chances in the beginning of the third. But just struggled overall, So I just, at least I'll come up with some ideas of what I need to work on. Clearly the ball flies here and it's faster, so that makes it sometimes more tricky to find your rhythm. We're so accustomed to always find that rhythm eventually, and it's even more disappointing if you never really find it, which was the case today. But yeah, I mean, credit to Kay. I mean, he got it done, and was more solid in the wind, and he played better than I did. So the better guy won today, that's for sure.
Roger, he said that in the second set, he got a little bit worried because he thought you played more aggressively. And then in the beginning of the third set, he thought you were very aggressive also. But then, as the match went on, you seem a little bit more defensive. So do you think it was because of his game or yours?
I mean, it's probably more mine, Obviously, when you're down, you're trying to get the ball in, first of all, before you're going to go for it, instead of just handing it over. So there's always a fine line between how aggressive do you want to play and how safe you want to play. And that's the bit I think I struggled with the most today.
Any other questions? How about the debate about Madrid and its place in the calendar at this stage, Roger? Because obviously it's nothing like playing in Paris. And if you are going to prepare well for Paris, is this one of those tournaments where you think, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't? And whether it actually, because the conditions are so different from Rome or Paris, that you consider whether it's actually worth playing here?
Paris is not the only tournament
no,
on
but
the calendar.
In terms of a clay court preparation for a slam.
Yeah, but we're not preparing for the French Open necessarily. I mean, it's nice to have the French Open as a tournament on the calendar, but not everything is sacrificed for that. And we're weeks away from the French Open, so for me, people who talk about this being a lead-up tournament and all these things, yeah, if for that particular player or for the media or the fan, the French Open is the ultimate thing and the only thing they care about, then clearly Madrid is the lead-up tournament, but that's not how I see it. For me, every tournament counts. So I'm as disappointed losing here than at the French Open. For me, there's no difference really, and for that reason, we already switched Madrid and Rome around. So I think it works well this way. And what else you want me to say? I mean, I think that's it.
Hi, Roger. Sorry for your loss.
Okay.
Can I just ask, would you like to have another rest now, or you just think it'd be better just to get on to the next tournament?
Another rest of 7 weeks, maybe?
Maybe.
I mean, why not? I mean, no, I feel like I want to go to the practice courts this afternoon. But clearly I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be as good prepared as I can be for Rome. I'll sit together tonight or tomorrow with the team and discuss what the plan is for the next few days and weeks now. So I'm excited for that because clearly I have no choice but to hit the practice courts, and I like to do that, and I'll do that well and hard if that's the route I'll choose.